Good. So I welcome everyone for the webinar for Dynamics 365 Business Central with AI. And my name is Mohammed Shakir, as you all know, and I have my fellow colleagues with me, Diana and also Julia. So let me share my screen briefly, and then we can kickstart the session. So just a brief introduction about myself. I'm one of the digital transformation advisor for SoftArt, and we are one of the Microsoft Business Application Partner. And I have a brief slide explaining who we are and what is the products and services which we do at SoftArt. And I've joined by Julia. She's a Dynamics 365 Business Central consultant. She's been working with clients mainly for BC, for the mid-market customers across finance, operations, and supply chain. And she's representing BPS, who's one of the Microsoft distributors who we're collaborating with for today's webinar. So about SoftArt, we're almost 20 years in the ERP business, right from the database support till from the on-prem implementations to cloud implementations. So we have been doing it for quite a long time right now. And we do two major products of Microsoft, which is Dynamics 365 Business Central and Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation. We do the delivery from end-to-end implementation of these products. And we are one of the very few partners who have 24/7 support because we are present in multiple countries. And US is our headquarters. And we work on Power Platform, Azure, Copilot, and the other ecosystem of Microsoft as well. So it's just a brief snapshot. We have 20 years in the ERP business, close to about 180 plus clients across GCC and international market. We have built 13 plus add-on solutions on top of Dynamics. I'll show you in the next slide what are the add-on solutions which we have built. As I said, we have a 24/7 support across the different centers of our business. And these are some of the add-ons which are built for different industries. So currently we're serving 13 plus industries, right from retail and distribution, trading, manufacturing, engineering and construction as well. Also companies into real estate and facilities management, professional services, MEP and contracting, and also government and semi-government companies as well. Some of the features we built on top of Business Central are advanced warehouse management, where you're looking at complete barcode scanning, picking and put away logic for mainly for advanced warehouses or distribution kind of companies or warehouses. We have developed that. It's natively built on Business Central. We also have container management solutions where you're looking at movement of the containers, the rental charges on these containers, and the logistics support which is required. We also have a localized HR and UAE payroll system with the entire employee self-service portal, the leave management, quite a few other functionalities built into a single suite. We also have facilities management functionality built on top of Dynamics. Could be related to field service maintenance, annual maintenance contracts, SLAs for serving the customers. Mainly this is used by the real estate and facilities management companies. We also have the real estate and tenant functionality available as an add-on on Dynamics, where you have the entire leasing, contracting and subcontracting, whether you're managing your own property or you're managing somebody else's properties, and even the renewals can be handled in Dynamics itself. And we also have work on solutions for the retail industry, where we have done a POS functionality integrated with Business Central, where this could be for retail or hospitality or even for fine dining kind of a chain where you can use Business Central for your complete automation of your retail business. So yeah, so that's just a brief about us, and I'll pass it on to Julia, who will get into the actual crux of the whole webinar. We talk about Business Central and also its upcoming AI functionalities that are available in the system right now. Over to you, Julia.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed, for the introduction. Thank you, everyone, for joining this session. Can you see my screen? Can you confirm, please?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so as Mohammed mentioned, in today's session, I'm going to go through Business Central. What is Business Central? Its features and the AI in Business Central. So basically, the objective of today's session is not just like a technical product pitch or like just showcasing only what are the available features and capabilities, but more to let you see the real world case scenarios in the business today, and how Business Central fits this real world scenarios that organizations and companies across different industries are facing. So you live with something actually more practical, not just some information. We see a lot today, most organizations that do work in multiple systems, or maybe any type of local system, that they do their finances in one place. Maybe their inventory, they do it they manage their inventory in another place. Maybe their leadership, or that is people who come out with decisions, are getting their reports and insights from spreadsheets. So like everything is being done in different places. Data is not being connected, is not being transferred smoothly between departments and different team members. So everything is working fine, but there's no room for the company to actually grow. So while I go through this presentation, I would like you to think about three main questions. And also, I would love to hear from you if you would like to share your answers in the chat, or maybe if you would like to raise your hand and tell us, of course, your answers. We would love to hear from you. So the first question that I would like you to ask yourself, or share, is what is the biggest operational bottleneck or challenge that is slowing your business from growing right now? So as I said, everything is working fine. You are succeeding. You are selling. You are producing. But you see that you have more sales are coming, more operations, but you don't have maybe there is a challenge that's challenging you from growing and doing more of your potential. The second question is, when you think about your business system, or when you think about the perfect or the right system for your company, how does it feel like? What do you feel it should be like? Is it connected end to end across all the departments and across all the operations, from finance to sales to inventory to services and operations? And next to it, there is AI assistance that is built in, and increasing the team's efficiency and daily work. And the third question is, based on your needs, hopefully during this session, you would see if you are a good fit for Business Central or not. And if you are a good fit for Business Central, what is a realistic next step to make sure that everything is working right and there is no like hidden gaps along the way?
Wait, so
Uh,
yeah,
yes.
so these are just some of the questions which would be bringing over the attendees' mind. So I think that's the main focus of the webinar itself for today. So we're trying to address these challenges for the businesses.
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yes.
please, Julia.
Okay, so another thing is that we observe, which is a common pattern in companies, that finance, operations, and decision-making teams are disconnected because they are using a disconnected systems. So they have a lot of manual processes. They have limited visibility, which slows the teams down. So our today's session is about these real-world challenges that many companies are facing today, and I'm pretty sure that your companies might be facing one of them, or maybe some of them. And so hopefully we can quickly recognize this situation and move to tackle this issue, hopefully with the right solution for your business. Some of these challenges, as I mentioned, we have multiple softwares which result in disconnected systems and disconnected team members. We rely heavily on manual work, on data entry that results in a lot of errors, which in return gives us inaccurate data, inaccurate results, and inaccurate insights and reports, which make it difficult for the decision-making team and the leadership team to come up with strategic decisions for the company. So it makes it hard to collaborate and share information, a lot of paperwork, and many more things that decrease the efficiency of every team member in the organization. So when I asked you about what is the most challenge that you think you face right now, some of these challenges could look like this. So maybe it's in the closing of your books. Maybe it's in accounting. Maybe it's in how you log your transaction data. Maybe it's in how you see your cash flow. You're not getting a real visibility on the cash flow. Maybe it's in your reports that are coming up with inaccurate numbers. Or maybe it's in your purchasing. So maybe your purchasing, let's say, approval workflow is not working right. causing a lot. It's very time consuming. It's not being done right, which is it's a very important step to have. But maybe because it's not done right, it's being difficult. Maybe you're not getting a clear visibility of your inventory. Maybe you are facing situations where you're overstocking or understocking, which impacts your sales and your purchasing as well. Maybe you are relying heavily on too many manual steps or too many spreadsheets, more than you should. So you are getting a lot of spreadsheets, data here, data there. You don't know how to connect them into a valuable insight that can give you the right number that you should see. So everything is working fine, you are working fine, but you are not scaling. You see that you have a potential to grow, but you don't have the right resource to grow and to do more with your business. So whether you think that any of these fit for you, you are in the right place because you are identifying an issue that is stopping you from growing. Uh, so mainly these are the like when we work with companies, when we work especially with SMBs, so small to mid-sized organizations, these are the things that we hear. These are the challenges that we are hearing, and this is like what they have been telling us. So these SMEs are looking to scale. They are looking to grow, but they are often victims of their own success. So without the right resources to manage the increased orders, the increased sales, the increased inventory, their financial activity and operations, which is scaling, they are facing some issues with disconnected systems and data sales that mean too much time is spent in systems, inconsistencies of data, unnecessary middleware, and people being busy at the price of being productive. And of course, AI. So you're hearing AI everywhere. You're hearing about AI, and you're gonna hear a lot of AI today in today's session, because some people are not recognizing what they can do with AI, which is leaving them to stay stuck behind instead of getting the full benefit of AI into their daily work to let their teams focus on higher value tasks. Okay. So we have talked about the challenges that these companies are facing. Let's talk about how can the right system unlock growth. So first, it can enable you to make better business decisions. How? By providing more access to data and enhancing your analytics and your reporting capabilities, you can actually base your decisions on comprehensive and accurate information, which will lead you to have more effective strategies and better business performance. The second thing is that you can eliminate manual workarounds. So configured workflows and workflows that are actually built in best practices will enable you to streamline your processes and reduce the risk of errors and save valuable time. So this will free your teams, your whole team member, to focus on higher value tasks and rather than just like focusing on the repetitive or manual or legwork. The third thing is that you can automate key processes using AI. So, from speeding up your repetitive manual tasks, like for example, if anyone here in the accounting team or works specifically in the finance, maybe reconciling a bank statement is a hard task to do. So, AI can actually do this task for you. It can simplify this task, it can make it easier for you so that you can focus on a better or a higher value task instead of these manual repetitive tasks that you keep having to do. So actually it simplifies the way you analyze data. So AI can bring you better improvements in all of the areas of your business, as you're gonna see during the session as well. Another thing is compliance. So we all know that compliance is a very critical aspect of running a business. The right system should make it easy for you to comply with audit requirements and regulations. It should also provide with the necessary tools and documentations to ensure that you meet all the standards and to reduce your risk of non-compliance. Another thing is enhancing your digital security, which is a very essential thing, especially today, since in today's world, many companies are working either remote or hybrid. So basically, a lot of team members are required to log in different places and maybe across different devices, which can make your company's information and data, especially the sensitive ones, in a high risk of being attacked or for cyber attack. So, ah, oops. I changed the slide by mistake. Okay. So I was talking about security. Okay. So this today's work type can make it easier for a cyber attack to happen on your sensitive and important information. So having the right system that complies with the international security standards should make it easy for your team member to log into it from any time, anywhere, through any device. Make it easy for them to access the information and make it safe. So protected from any attack, whether they are in the office or outside the office. Lastly, the right system can boost your productivity and your whole team members' productivity by connecting your data and processes to the apps that your employees already use every day. So, of course, every employee is using Microsoft Outlook or Microsoft Teams or Excel. So these tools, M365 tools that your team are already using today, wouldn't it be more productive to give them a system that seamlessly connects with these tools, and they can seamlessly share the data from the system throughout these tools? They can quickly share a customer record through Outlook. They can quickly share a sales order through Teams. They can quickly export a report to Excel to perform more analysis. So overall, the productivity, the daily tasks will be easy to do, since it will be very fast and will efficiently and seamlessly integrate with these tools that your team already are using every day. So we've talked about how the right system unlock growth. Now let's talk about Business Central, or the modern operations and ERP story. So, what is Business Central? Business Central is a cloud-based ERP solution for SMBs, for small and mid-sized companies. Business Central combines all the modules in one place, from accounting to sales, to inventory, to warehousing, production, and operations, and even project management, service management, and procurement. So all in one place. Business Central has a very friendly user interface, which makes it easy to adapt when it comes to new end users. It's easy to implement to and easy to adapt to, and it's very easy to integrate with any other third-party solution. So from integration wise, it's very flexible and very easy to integrate with any third party that we need or might need to integrate with. Okay. Okay. How would you know if you are a good fit for Business Central? How would you know that it is the right solution for you at this time? Let's say you are a company that uses an accounting system, for example, QuickBooks, or any accounting system that is similar to QuickBooks or to Xero. And you have outgrew this system, either by capabilities or performance. Maybe you need more features, more capabilities, or maybe your performance is increasing, so you need a system that fits you and that grows with you. If you fall under this criteria, Business Central is the perfect fit for you. Or maybe you are a startup, or you are a fast growing company. So you started like recently and you're growing very fast. You want something that is not very expensive, but at the same time has all the features that you need, and that grows with you in case in the future you unlock more potential, you start operating in more areas. It has the right module for you to start using without having to think of switching to another software in the future. Or maybe you don't even have a real existing solution at the moment. Maybe you rely only on some Excel spreadsheets and some papers, which is fine. It's Business Central is not hard to adapt to. It's very easy to adapt to and to start with from basics and go through it if needed. So if you fall under this criteria as well, Business Central is also a good fit for you. Or maybe you might be a company that supports maybe M&A activities, which is merger and acquisitions. Maybe you have multiple legal entities. Maybe you are acquiring another companies, or you operate in multinational companies. You are a good fit for Business Central because it supports the compliance and the currencies and all of these, which I will go through in a bit when I talk about the features. Or maybe you have a very specific business requirement, specific specific business scenario that is not being met by any other solution. Maybe you operate in a very unique way and you want a solution that can be easily customized, or you can add to it some features to fit your solution or your company. So if you fall under any of these, you are a perfect fit for Business Central. So now let's dive into the modules and Business Central and what are the key features and capabilities in every module. So to start off, let's talk about the financial visibility and performance. So how can Business Central actually help you increase financial visibility and performance? By giving you the tools that you need to take control of your whole financial data. So you can manage your finances end to end. You can oversee budgets. You can use unlimited dimensions, which are analysis codes that are used for reporting and financial reports. You can track your fixed assets. You can improve your forecasting, your cash flow projection, all with the use of AI to analyze your financial position of your business and to shorten your payment cycles by using AI generated, for example, late payment predictions. You can accelerate your month-end and year-end closing with support of multiple currencies, exchange rates, consolidation, intercompany transactions, and localized tax regulations. To help you overall close the period even faster, Copilot and Business Central also automates many tasks like, as I mentioned, bank account reconciliation and e-invoice or e-document matching as well. You can also get real-time performance metrics and KPIs with the use of role-specific dashboards and make better decisions and more profits with the robust reporting and ad hoc analysis. Also using powerful AI to identify any trends or any to get in any important insights. You can connect your data from across accounting and sales to finance and purchasing and inventory teams to get accurate insights and improve your business planning. So now since I have talked about the financial and the accounting module in Business Central, I would like to show you how this looks like on Business Central itself. So I'm gonna stop sharing for a second and reshare my screen. In the meantime, if anyone has any questions or anything that you would like to add, please feel free. While I share my screen, we can answer these either right now or at the end in the Q&A. So basically, as I said, Business Central is a cloud-based ERP. So once we log into Business Central, this is the main interface that we are going to see. So as I said, Business Central can show you a lot of performance metrics and KPIs and insights. So as you can see, for example, for someone in the finance and accounting, you would see some insights like about your sales, your overdue sales amount, if there is any overdue purchase payments, if there is any open transactions, as you can see, ongoing sales or purchases, anything that requires to be processed or open, or maybe they are reaching their due dates, so they are showing in red. If there is anything that is pending approval, anything that we have received that we need to process. So you can see a lot of KPIs, a lot of queues, a lot of tiles that show you many important insights which can be easily navigated to instead of having to go look for everything and try to discover what are these alerting or open documents, for example. And also you can see some dashboards here. So it gives you as well good and helpful insights about your business performance. So as I said, Business Central is role-based. So now I'm showing you a role that is related to the finance team or the accounting team. During the session, I'm gonna switch between the roles to show you how every time I talk about a different module, I can make it a different insight. I can make different pages to appear pinned and quick actions so that every team, it's easier for them to work and to only see the things that are relevant to their work. Okay? So, of course, we have a chart of account. A chart of account is the heart of Business Central, which connects all of the modules together. So, as you can see, it has a very good structure. It has all of the necessary net change, balance, incoming or balance type, the account type and category and subcategory. You can import your bank statement. It's very easy to import any master data to Business Central to start working with it, and it connects everything. And from here, as you can see, we can generate any important reports or financial reports from here using the dimensions, which are the analysis talks that codes that I mentioned. That let's say, for example, you want to generate your report based on each department. Maybe you want to see how many sales each sales team or maybe each branch have done. Maybe you want to see the expenses of each department alone or each legal entity. So you can define your analysis codes and utilize them in your financial reports and any other report you are using inside Business Central. So you can see you can manage your customer information, your vendor information, your payment terms. So if I go to the finance module here, you will see the standard accounting modules, general journals, JL account categories, budgeting, payables, receivables, fixed assets, financial reporting structures, budgeting. You can set up different budgets, VAT, set up taxing, set up currencies, employees, anything of these. You can also manage your cash. So you have cash journals, payment journals. You can manage your bank accounts and your bank transactions, your payments, and all of these as well. Okay. So this is regarding the finance and accounting module. I'm going to go back to the presentation. Okay. And go to the next module. So the next module in Business Central, which is the one that helps you boost your sales and improve your customer service, so that you can build long-lasting relationships with your customers and increase your profits. How can you do this? So by better taking care of your customers while managing the entire sales process from start till end, from quotations till payments. So and you can start it from within Outlook itself, as you can see in the screenshot, or you can start it from within Business Central, which will help you deliver better outcomes to your customers with connected service operations. You can also give priority to leads based on revenue potential and keep track of your customer interactions and get guidance on the best upsell, cross-sell, and renewal opportunities throughout your whole sales cycle. You can increase your sales using marketing text suggestions from Copilot, which is AI, which helps product manager create compelling AI generated product descriptions using the key attributes that are already defined in Business Central, like for example, colors and material. Copilot can also tailor descriptions to your preferred tone, format, and length. And once you've made any adjustments, you can easily publish them. Let's say if you use any e-commerce platform, maybe Shopify, you can easily publish them to this e-commerce platform with just a few clicks. You can also transition smoothly from sales to service. So let's say you have you sell your customers anything, for example, a laptop. Maybe after all you create some service. Maybe you maintain. Maybe you add additional services, sell additional items. Maybe you operate on selling some types of services, not actual physical items. So this whole process can work perfectly and smoothly. You can track your customer returns and repairs. You can manage your service agreements and contracts, all while keeping the details in one place, so that both the sales team and the service team can respond quickly to any requests and meet or even hopefully exceed the customer's expectations. Okay. So now we've talked about the sales module and some of the customer service module and even the service management module. So I would like to show you as well how this looks like in Business Central. So I'm going to switch back to Business Central. Okay. And right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my role, okay, to, as you can see here, I have two available roles. So from manager, I'm going to change it to sales and relationship manager. What you are going to notice is that the pinned pages and the insights that I see are going to be changed. As you can see, now I have different insights. Now I have stuff related to my contacts, how many contacts I have, which of them are companies and which of them are persons, opportunities, any sales documents, any overdue opportunities. I can see different pipelines, my sales pipeline, my top 5 opportunities. So I can see different as well dashboards and reports, as you can see here. And you can see that I have contacts, I can manage my opportunities, sales quotations and orders, customers, if I have some campaigns, so I can check and log my marketing campaigns, their segments, the interactions with my customers or contacts or opportunities. My salespeople, I can manage my salespeople. I can manage the whole sales cycle. As you can see, I can create different invoices as well and credit memos for my customers. I can define different item charges. I can see my posted documents. So if there is anything that is already posted, so anything related to sales administration, maybe setting up my salespeople, maybe setting up my discounting groups, and all of these. And in case I have some subscription billing or recurring billing as well, I have some, let's say, a recurring billing for my customers. Or for analysis purposes, I have a lot of reports, out of the box reports, which of them could be the sales analysis reports, the sales budget reports, and many more helpful reports as well. Okay, so let me change my role again. And this time I'm going to change it to service manager. You're gonna notice here. Okay, as you notice, I have now something called service orders, service quotations, and service contracts. So now, as I said, let's say I have some service that I offer to my customers, whether it's, let's say, installing some type of hardware or maintenance, or maybe some type of service, IT service that I offer. I can manage these. I can manage my contracts. I can manage my quotations, my customers, which is the service item that I'm operating upon. It is connected to which customer, if there is any agreement between us, if there is any thing that is pending, the response time, what is the response time, what resources are being allocated against this service, which resources are doing this service, and all of these with the whole as well service cycle, starting from a contract quote to contract to quotation, service order, and service invoices, and if it's needed, a service credit memo as well. And of course, I can generate a lot of reports to know if my service is generating profits, is the response being done on time, is my resources allocated correctly, are they quickly responding to any service request or not, and so on. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the slides from here, see what's next. Okay. The next module in Business Central actually helps you finish projects on time, within profit, and with the successful planning. So basically, whether we are talking about a construction project, whether we are talking about a implementation project. So if you are a company that does any type of project, whether it is time and material or fixed fee type of project, this module is a perfect fit for you because it can help you improve your project costing. How? By better managing projects using timesheets and advanced job costing and reporting. The timesheets can be used for your resources, employees that are working, they can log in how many hours they worked daily or weekly. You can use the job costing, accounting, and reporting, and also use the data that are easily accessible in Business Central that can help you develop and modify a detailed budget to further enhance your project profits. So you can set up a budget for your project. It can be per task or per subtasks, tasks, or per the whole project. And during the project you can view if you have exceeded the budget or not. You can also generate reports that can give you analysis on this. Where did you exceed the budget? Where you were on budget? Where you were under? So that you know for the future. You can optimize your levels by managing resource utilization and planning capacity and sales. You can know which resources, if they are being already allocated, what is their capacity, are they available or not, to better know which the perfect resource that should be allocated against this project or this task. You can drive project profits with real-time business intelligence on project status, profits, and resource metrics and KPIs as well. You can see KPIs and reports on your resources work. You can enable employees to do their best work with role-based access, which is the one that I'm showing you every time I'm showing you Business Central, the role-based access, and the ability to collaborate by sharing links to projects directly inside Microsoft Teams as well. Before I show you this a demo of this project module, I would like actually to give you like 5 minutes break. Of course, you can ask us any questions if you want during this break, and I will continue to show you the project module in Business Central. Mohammed, you are muted.
Sorry. Yeah, so thank you, Julia, for presenting the presentation so far. So we're taking a quick break. So meantime, I'd like to welcome the audience. So you have any questions so far in terms of what we presented, please feel free. You can type it in the chat, and we're more than happy to read it through and respond to your questions. Yeah, I think we have one of the questions where attendees ask for how AI can be used in modules like inventory and accounting. So yes, we're going to be showcasing that in the coming slides, the use cases of AI and how it can help you with your inventory forecasting and also in the accounting side. So we have that in the coming slides, so we can show that over to you.
Yes, so as Muhammad said, we have a lot of embedded AI features and capabilities inside of Business Central that help in these areas. Specifically for accounting, for example, we have something called bank account reconciliation, which I will show you during the slide. This feature lets AI do this task all for on behalf of the accountant. So basically, all you have to do is import your bank statement Excel file to Business Central. AI will do the matching. It will give you a proposal of all of the differences, all of the matching lines, and the one that are not matching, so that you can see which lines are not matching, what are the differences, and then AI can suggest if to post these differences to the GL, or if not, you can do it manually. You can post them manually. Another thing that we have is that we have two agents inside Business Central, sales agent and payables agent, which I will also talk about in a bit. They automate the whole sales cycle and payments payables cycle. So if we receive, for example, a quotation through email from our customer, it can read this email, draft a response message. They can check if the item is available in inventory or not, or suggest some substitute item. They can send them the quotation and furthermore the order, and even post this sales order. Okay, and we have many more features. So let me continue on the project module, and I will show you as well some of these features in actions, the one that I talked about, and the other features as well. If anyone has any other questions, of course, feel free to ask us. Okay, so let's continue. Let me go back to Business Central now, because I want to show you the project management module. Okay, so I'm gonna change my role once again. This time to project manager, which is this role. Okay, so as you can see, I have a work in process, project to budget, invoicing. I have here projects, open projects, planned and coded projects, completed, unassigned tasks, project tasks as a whole, customers, items, and resources. Okay, let me open the projects and show you an example of how a project would look like. So basically, as I said, it could be a time and material or a fixed fee type of project. Both can work. We define our customer, we define our sales or project manager, the person who is manager for this manager for this project, the person who is responsible for this project. As you can see, I can structure my tasks or my phases to main ones and subtasks ones. I can specify the start and end date, the budget, and then when I start the billing and invoicing, I can see here the total cost and the total price, which is the real one, the invoiced. And here I can see an estimate of what will be billable from this task. You can see here a lot of advanced accounting capabilities that are related to this project, how we are posting the project against what, how the work in process is being calculated, the duration, the payment, the invoicing, how it's working, how many percentage of it is completed or invoiced, and so on. So as you can see a lot of details. If we have some foreign currencies or different currencies that we are working on as well. You can see also here work in progress, how it's being calculated. If you want to specify any pricing or discounts, you can generate some reports, project analysis. You can generate a report to analyze the actual to budgets, the planning lines. You can also start creating quotations for this project or creating invoices, or maybe you want to create a quotation or invoice to a specific task. So these enable you to perform these actions. Of course, we also have timesheets for the resources to allocate how many hours they worked during this week in a day on this project or on a specific task. We can also from here allocate the different resources, the different machines or equipments that are being used or are doing this specific or subtask as well, how many hours, the cost, and so on. Okay, so this is the project management module in Business Central. And now let's go back to the slides.
I think that's one of the powerful functionalities which you showcased, Julia, related to the project management and the project accounting, because that's one of the gray areas where most of the organization would be facing related to when they're handling projects. Because how much of the resources cost, how much is the direct and indirect cost, and all the accumulations of all these costs is something very challenging for customers who are not using the full features of the ERP. So that's one of the good solutions which you showcased there, Julia.
Yes, of course. And specifically, one great advantage for it is that it's connected not only to the accounting module, but to the other supply chain modules. Let's say you are
Right.
using warehousing, and in your warehousing, some of the items are connected to the project you want to transfer or specify from which warehouse you are getting. Or maybe you manufacture some production items and you want to link these together. You can do this with the help of, you can all connect them together. You can get items from manufacturing or from warehousing. Maybe you want to build a specific task against a specific thing, a service order, or against something in the manufacturing. All of this can be done. It's connected. The data can be across everywhere, and these modules can be connected seamlessly, which is already done. In other solutions, I guess you have to customize it. It will be hard to customize. That might not be accurate. So Business Central connects all of these together and enable you to work across them efficiently. Okay.
Sure.
So,
Pretty good.
which is the supply chain module that we have already reached, which is actually very rich in features and capabilities. So, whether we are talking about like having some warehouses, having some different locations, maybe having advanced requirements of how we store our items in warehouse, maybe we have some items that need to be stored in cold rooms, maybe in fridges, some items need to be added on this container, this should be added on that shelf. So how we distribute, how we tell the resource who is working where to store the items, all of this management, how we transfer items between different locations and sell the items from the warehouses, all of this can be managed in Business Central. Also, we have a production module. So whether we are talking about a small assembly, let's say I buy some items, I pack them together and send them in a package. I want to specify the materials that I used for packaging, or if I have a whole manufacturing cycle from start till end. So I have bill of materials, I have work centers and machine centers, I have routings. I want to specify this item if it's which phases it's working on, the costing, the accounting of all of it, to finally have a production order and a finished item, uh, all with reports to further analyze, to further know how this manufacturing process is going. All of this can be also used in this supply chain module and available. Also, I can allocate the resources, I can use timesheets in this module if I need. So all of these all together, end-to-end visibility for the whole, better results of delivering items or making items on time within the budget to avoid costs, hidden costs, and to have a full efficiency of all of these processes. Okay. So we can deliver our products on time. We can adapt to any changes that could happen in the market. We can have better visibility across purchasing, across manufacturing, across inventory and warehouses. We can improve our supply chain, our vendor relationship, specifically if we have e-commerce. And here there is something that I would like to highlight, which is Business Central has an out-of-the-box ready integration with Shopify, which is one e-commerce platform. So it's already ready made. In case you use Shopify, you don't need anything technical. An integration between Shopify and Business Central already exists. In case you happen to use any other e-commerce platform, you can seamlessly integrate with it. You can also optimize your manufacturing output, even if you're talking about agile or complex environments with details, bill of materials, assembly to order support, and production orders. And improve inventory management by using AI-powered sales and inventory forecasting to replenish stock based on actual demand and availability. So I guess we had this question, someone asked us this question. So basically, when I start my sales cycle and I specify for Business Central, I tell him that for this specific item, I want my safety stock to be 10 pieces. I want my warning, my reordering point to be 20 pieces, let's say. So based on this setup that I make, and based on the demands, my sales activity, my sales cycle, Business Central using AI can generate for me an inventory forecast to help me restock my items exactly on the time that when should I restock my items and how many I should stock, so that I avoid any scenarios of overstocking or understocking. Okay, so this as well one of the cool AI features in Business Central. So it happens to be both AI and also Business Central functionalities all together in one. So basically, we can also improve our organization storage facilities and manage inventory with the easy pick and put away processes supported by even barcode scanners if needed. Okay. So let's see a demo on this as well. Let me switch back to Business Central. Okay. I'm gonna change my role once again for it to be this time, well, okay, this time you can notice that we have a lot of roles. It might be a manufacturing manager, an inventory manager, warehouse worker, shipping and receiving, warehouse management. So you have a lot that you can see. Let's start with manufacturing manager first. and then we can see the ones related to the warehousing. Did it change? I need to refresh. Okay, yes. So as you can see here, we have some stuff related to production orders, to planning orders, to production activities. We have here quick actions. We can also generate reports about our capacities, about our production, statistics, calculations to see if our items are being produced right on time or not, if there's any delays, any issues, the quantities, and so on, so that we have clear visibility across our finance, our manufacturing, sorry. We can create multiple production orders. So we have two ways we can create production orders. Either I can go in and create it manually, or if let's say I have enabled the forecasting, I can tell Business Central to create the production orders on behalf of me once they see that it's needed. Okay, so these will be simulated production orders and planned production orders, and then I can release and finish them. We can also link them to sales and purchasing. We have journals, different journals, consumption journals, output journals, journals for item reclassification, for revaluation, so different capacity. So different ones for manufacturing and for warehousing are appearing here. We can have worksheets, which can be requisition worksheets, planning worksheets, and so on. Product design related module for the bill of material, raw material, routings, items produced, certificates, and so on. Okay, and this is the manufacturing. Now let's see the warehousing. So I'm gonna go to inventory manager now. Okay, so as you can see, the warehousing module will see stuff related to transfer orders, which happens internally between different locations, assembly orders, inventory picks, inventory putaways, inventory movements, so we can know how the items are being moved from the warehouse to the warehouse and inside the warehouse itself. We can know where should we store each item specifically. We can see the ones that are partially shipped, the items that are fully shipped or partially received, if there's any return order, the reference data, for example, location, shipping agents, stock keeping units, different journals I mentioned earlier, physical inventory journals, so that we can do our physical count, for example, and different worksheets. So as you can see, every module in Business Central is very rich in capabilities, very rich in features that can fit almost every industry and every different requirement. So I'm going to go back to the slide now. So the next slide shows you all the modules in Business Central and all the key features inside oh, sorry. And all the different features inside Business Central, inside every module. So to wrap up, as you can see, we have the finance and accounting, sales and marketing, and customer service, and customer and order fulfillment, purchasing, payables, inventory, supply chain, supply planning, project management, service management, warehouse management, and manufacturing. As you can see, we have all of these features and modules inside Business Central. So now let's go to the next slide. So now I would like to talk about something which is the incredible growth that we are seeing in Business Central. So Business Central is a very high double-digit digital growing product. It has a very high growth rate. It's increasing and growing baseline. It is one of the fastest growing SMBs products in the market. So this is based on actual numbers, and it's being named as the number one ERP software by Forbes in the last 3 years. So actually, it's highly growing, highly demand, highly being used across different type of SMBs throughout the regions. Okay. Now I would like to talk about agentic ERP as part of the agentic ecosystem. So now I would like to talk about Copilot and AI inside Business Central. So first, something to note, a disclaimer, is that we all know that Microsoft Cloud runs on trust. So we all know how secure every Microsoft product is, the security standards of Microsoft products. So one thing is that your data is your data. In case you use AI capabilities inside Business Central, these AI tools and agents are not using your data to train on them. So your data is secure and safe and is being protected by the most comprehensive enterprise compliance and security controls and security layers. Okay, this is very important to note. Okay, so if you would like to talk about Copilot in business apps and specifically in Business Central, we said that they are secure, they are compliant, they are private, and we use responsible AI. So before I jump into the specific Copilot the features, let's see how the ecosystem works. So we already mentioned that we have connected the operations between Business Central and M365 tools. Now imagine that even beyond this, we can use AI tools inside Business Central and some AI tools inside Outlook. So overall, we are easily connecting the different data. We are utilizing AI assistant inside Business Central and inside Outlook so that everything is being seamlessly connected, is being easy to do. All these repetitive and manual tasks are being automated and are being easier for the end user. Okay. So this is the ecosystem as a whole. We have Business Central, we have the Copilot tools and features inside Business Central, the Copilot tools inside the Outlook and M365 tools, Teams and Excel, and we have the capability to build our own agents and integrate them to Business Central using Copilot Studio. So now to talk about the Copilot agents specifically inside Business Central and tools. So I'm gonna start off with the Copilot tools. So we have a set of Copilot features embedded inside Business Central that can help us, give us guidance, explain concepts, and help us learn new skills, find, locate the different records or transactions, or maybe find some pages, some, let's say, visibility in the stock. Do I have of this item available, and so on. It can help me compare or analyze my data. It can give me matchings, and it can suggest some creative ideas as well. Okay. So some of these tools are first the Copilot chatbot inside Business Central and the Copilot assisted or AI assisted summary. So let's say you want to do some analysis like you do usually in Excel. So instead of going to Excel and creating pivot tables, you can do this inside Business Central with the help of Copilot. You can, for example, go to the customer ledger entries, write to Copilot, I want to see, let's say, the customers that have overdue payments. Who are these customers? How many overdue payments they have, and so on. I can ask it what I want to see, the fields that I want to see, the analysis view that I want to see, and Copilot will give me this analysis view so that I can create some analysis, I can see it, so that I can access specific insights and data views in an easy way and take advantage of the most important info. The second feature is chat with Copilot. So I can use this feature in multiple purposes. I can either use it as a virtual assistant. For example, let's say I want to close an accounting period, or I want to create let's say I want to post a journal. I don't know how to do it inside Business Central. I can ask this chatbot, how do I do this? It will give me a task step by step how to do this. So it will give me guidance. This is helpful for new users, for end users to easily adapt to Business Central. Or I can ask it to allocate, let's say, the last sales invoice for this customer. Do I have this specific item in my inventory, and all of these? It will give me instant guidance with the support of plain text inquiry. Another feature is the bank account reconciliation with Copilot. So this one I have mentioned in earlier. I can generate my bank statement. It will give me a proposal of all of the differences, the mismatches, what is the ones that match. As you can see, you can review them and post them, or ask Copilot to post them on behalf of you. So it makes this activity this task very easy, which saves a lot of manual time and saves a lot of time. So actually we have a lot of features of Copilot features inside Business Central. These are the main ones. We also have the agents. So we have two agents, the sales order agent and the payables agent. So let's start with the account payable agents. We can see some of the bottlenecks or the challenges that the account payables team face. For example, manual data entry, approval delays, inaccurate matching, data entry errors, difficulty, late fees, outstanding liabilities, and many more. So how can we face these challenges and automate this process with the use of the payables agent, which is the first line of defense against bad data, inaccurate reporting, and time consuming work? So basically, the payables agent, when activated and given permission, we give it a mailbox to monitor. Once this agent monitors this inbox, if I receive an email from my vendor, it, it reads this email, it drafts a response email, and create the corresponding document. It drafts a purchase order or an invoice according to what's needed. If it's if the vendor is asking to change existing order. For example, let's say my vendor should send me 10 laptops. I requested but instead it told me it can only send 5. So it will change it, all of these changes, and draft the response for the vendor and keep the conversation going until it's done. So basically, the payables agent assists in capturing and receiving purchase orders, so processes can be streamlined while enhancing accuracy. It can also assist with the whole process from start till end. So from receiving the vendor invoice to creating the purchase order draft and invoice draft in Business Central with every detail like the vendor, quantities, dates, prices, and posting. Uh, if allowed, it will post the invoice to the ledger and reply to the vendor. So I can, during the setup, I can specify if there is any human intervention that will happen, or if I allow the agent to do all of the processes by itself. Okay, so this is the payable functions.
Just
Now
to
let's, yes.
sorry, Julia, just to stop there on the payables agents. I think one of the major problems with the clients face in this region here is the lot of emails which they get from the vendors for the payment claim and the invoices which they submit. So there's a three-way matching, and then you process the payment. So you check the invoice, you check the GRN, and also you check the purchase order. So time and again, if you're working on projects where you have a lot of invoices coming in for a single PO, or there are like multiple payments, milestone payments that are coming in, it's really challenging for the finance and the payables team to manage these tasks manually, and it takes quite a lot of time to approve those payments for the vendors. So a payable agent can automate a lot of those processes as long as you're maintaining a dedicated mailbox for it, so all the emails can be tracked. And this is an amazing feature which Microsoft will launch. Initially, it was available in the US market, but now it's available worldwide. So all the Business Central customers can avail this functionality for the payables agents. Yeah, Julia, just want to add that point. So yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So the next is the sales order agent, which acts almost the same way. So if we want to talk about the where the sales order team usually is stuck, or where they face most challenges, it's very similar. So maybe they have manual data entry, they have some lost sales opportunities, poor customer communication, especially if we have high requests from our customers, order processing errors, lack of scalability, inventory availability errors, limited visibility, and so on. So from here, the sales order agent works almost the same way. So we also connect this agent to a mailbox. It reads the mailbox. If I receive any request from my customer, they draft the response, they create the purchase quotation or order, they check for visibility, suggest item substitutes if needed, reply to the customer, keep the conversation going until everything is done. So basically, the sales order agent assists with the communication with the customer, drafts a response to the customer request for quotations, checks stocks availability, and suggest item substitutions. And oh, sorry, happens again. Why this keeps happening today? Okay. And create sales quotations from the orders and post them if allowed to post. Okay, so we have these two agents in Business Central. And Microsoft is saying that with every update, it will release even more agents to work with and more features in Business Central for the copilots. So now back to the Copilot ecosystem inside Business Central and M365. So we have the Copilot, for example, for finance and Excel. So this is another example of how we can connect all of this work together to come up with the most efficiency that we can as possible. So I work in Business Central, I generate my reports, I use these reports in Excel, I generate them in Excel format, and then I want to do further analysis inside Excel with the help of Copilot for Finance in Excel. So as we can see, everything is connected from Business Central to M365. Also, with the use of Copilot in both of them, we can make the work as much efficient as possible. And we can manage our tasks and gain insights of everything more easily. Okay. So now I would like to say some of the things that we have also heard from our customers when talking about the ERP and AI transformation that has been realized actually by many customers using Business Central and AI in Business Central. So some of what these have said, some said that their work became less repetitive, their low rewarding work also decreased, and they have more innovative thinking now. Another customer have said that the sales order agent is very simple to use and it enhances the work speed and accuracy. And someone else said that the agents are taking almost on all of the workflows, which is making it easier for their team to work. Now in this slide, as you can see, you can notice that different customers across different industries and with different requirements all are utilizing Business Central full power, Business Central and full power of AI to scale their business. As you can see, whether we're talking about consumer goods, retail, manufacturing, wholesale, distribution, non-profit organizations, financial services, or professional services, all are some of the many success stories worldwide of Business Central, which is very easy to adapt, very easy to work with, so that you can adapt faster, work smarter, and perform better. So now before we jump into the next part of our session, I would like to take 2 minutes of your time to please complete the survey. It's going to take only 1 to 2 minutes. It will help us know you better, know better to what to focus on. So please, if you could just complete this quick survey, if you can scan it through your mobile app with your business email and complete it. It takes only 1 minute and we can continue our session, please. And also maybe answer some of the questions that I noticed in the chat.
Sure, yeah. So I'll request everyone, the attendees, to scan the QR code and fill up the survey, please. So that'll help us to plan the next sessions. Similar to this, we're going to have a different topics on the upcoming sessions, but this will help us to rate ourselves in terms of how we did on this webinar. And post this, we're going to take the questions, which we're going to respond to very shortly. Okay, I think, Julia, we can go on to the questions. I believe go to the next slide, which you have.
Okay. In the meantime, if you have completed the survey, please can you just tell us that you're done in the chat? I'm gonna keep the the pane a little bit open. So we've answered the one about the AI and the inventory and accounting modules. So Jack is asking this AI functionalities, especially Outlook-based feature only works customers have the central license. Okay, so this question is about the AI functionalities inside Outlook or the add-on within Outlook. The features, if they need the Business Central license, yes, they do. If they need to access and modify the data from within Outlook, they need a Business Central license. But there is a license which is called Team Member. It's very low in cost, which can be used for like users who only need to do minimal activities on the system. Okay. In the meantime, if anyone has any questions, feel free to raise your hand or you can share your questions in the chat, whichever feels good for you. And also if you continue the survey.
Great. So now the question and answer time, everyone. So if you have any questions, please feel free to type them in there and we're more than happy to answer it for you. So I had one of the questions. Maybe I'll ask you, Julia. So just for the viewers as well who are joining in. So now all the AI chatbots which you saw right now, not just the chatbot, the agents, the agentic AI, and also the use cases on AI, which you already have on Business Central. So are they part of the entire package on Business Central, or is there any cost that is associated with these Copilot agents? Because this is something which most of the viewers would probably want to know. So can you share some light on that?
Yes, of course. So basically, let me stop sharing for a second. Basically, the embedded features in Business Central, like the bank reconciliation, the chat, the analysis, and all of these are free of charge. They come with the license. But the two agents that I talked about at the end, the sales order and payables agent, they are consumed through Copilot credits. So basically, we have the currency for them is the Copilot credits. So each action that the agent does, to read an email, check the availability, and so on, is consumed by credits. So we can either purchase like a pack of credits or pay as you go. So how much you consume, you start like to be billed against based on the consumption. Okay, so this is how it works. So for the agents, the currency is Copilot credits. So we have a question. Someone is asking, how does migration from a legacy system work? Okay, so basically migrating from any other system to Business Central is very easy to do. What we do is we gather the master data, all of the important data, for example, customers, vendors, items, a chart of account, anything that is important. We clean this data in Excel formats and we import them to Business Central using configuration packages. So this actually is very easy to do. It's a very easy task. At the start of the implementation, we do it and we make sure on a testing environment that the data is accurate, everything is done, the opening balances, everything is accurately important, there is no missing data, we test the workflows, the work were fine, and then we proceed to work on the production environment or the live environment.
Pretty good. So I think I'll probably take the next question, which is one of the questions: how you do quick response for CXO level people where they don't want to log in even in the system. So there are two ways to do this. One would be they can use the dashboards. We can give them a dashboard login where they can only, the moment they log in, they can see the dashboard of Business Central. Or they can also use an extension of Power BI. We're using Power BI. We can have a dashboard for them in the mobile app or in the tab or on the desktop, which they use. It's a very simple dashboard where we can have their KPIs and metrics logged into the system they can see. So they don't have to log into the BC itself, but they can see through these different tools which they can use. I think the other question we have is how you protect system from AI agents during cyber attacks. Maybe Julia, you want to take that part?
Yes. So basically, we don't have to do any protection. Why? Because Microsoft is already doing this protection on behalf of everyone. So when we use these AI agents, Microsoft adds layers of protection on the cloud data, and the cloud data stays inside where it exists. It doesn't go to any other place, and no AI model is being trained on them. So the AI protection and security against any cyber attack is done through Microsoft. It's already doing everything that should be done, so that we don't have to even worry about these stuff. So we can focus on other stuff. Yes.
Okay. I think, is there any more questions which we would like to take?
Okay. Okay. If you have any more questions, of course, feel free to ask. Also, if you want, I shared again the survey. Some clients
Yeah.
are very sensitive. So basically, it's not these data is not being shared into another environment. It stays in the same environment. So Copilot Studio, which is the foundation or baseline of the Copilot agents, is where exists in the same environment as Business Central environment. So it's not going to any other environment. It's staying the same. Even when using Copilot agents or Copilot Studio, the data is still in the same environment. They are not being transferred into other environments or shared into other environments. They stay in the same environment.
Perfect. Pretty good. So I think that with that, we have come to the end of our webinar. So I think we extended a little bit more than expected. So thank you so much, Julia, for taking us through the entire presentation. And it was really helpful for showcasing these new functionalities on AI and also on the entire Business Central, specifically when you talk about the project management and also the advanced financials and the whole Office 365 integration. So thank you so much. And also thank you for the attendees who joined the webinar. I hope the session was informative for you. And you can always reach out to me from where you got the email to register. And any questions you have, I'm always available to respond to you back. So thank you so much, everyone. And that's a wrap. And see you again in the next webinar. Bye for now.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you for your time. Hope you found the session helpful.
Thank you, Julia. Bye.